Welcome everybody again to another edition of the Hurry Up. I'm your host of Down One Sports, Adam. Sorry, I've been away for a little while. I was down catching those Miami Rays down there, trying to talk to LeBron James, trying to find out what is going on with the Miami Heat. I'll tell you what's going on with the Miami Heat. They ran into a buzzsaw. They're taking the Indiana Pacers for granted, and Indiana did exactly what they needed to do. They flipped the home court to themselves by stealing a game of Miami. And if the Miami Heat think that they are gonna go down to Indiana or over to Indiana or up to Indiana, wherever direction you want to go, probably it's up to Indiana, and there's gonna be a cakewalk, they got nothing coming. Indiana has a decent home record. I think they're the third in the league in the home record. So it's gonna be a hostile environment. This team hasn't had a team of this magnitude come in to their building in a long time. So it's gonna be fun. It's gonna be fun. The atmosphere is fun. I'll tell you what atmosphere is really great. It's that one in Oklahoma City. If you guys haven't checked out their atmosphere for the playoffs, last night's game, they had a white, blue, the whole crowd, whatever section you were in, you got a white shirt. If you were in a different section, you got a blue shirt. It was fantastic. That game against LA is going down to the wire. This Oklahoma City team is poised. They're poised for something. I don't know where they're going to end up. I know that San Antonio is looking like they're possibly going to beat the Clippers. So it's going to be tough to see, but those Oklahoma City Thunder are resilient. They are a fighting team. They know what it takes. And you know what the greatest part about this is? Not many people are talking about. They're young. They're young. They don't average. They're average. Their average players under about 25. So they're going to be around for a long time. Now that Laker team is in trouble, big time. Kobe Bryant is not Michael Jordan. He doesn't have the same cast of characters. These guys don't show up to play a lot of the times, and it really is affecting them. They are going to show up to play at home because that's what LA is going to do. LA is always going to show up at home. They showed up again in Game 2, and unfortunately they choked down the stretch and lost. Kobe Bryant feeding it to Steve Blake, who missed a wide open shot. Maybe because he was so wide open, that's why he missed. We'll never know. But Oklahoma City looks poised. You got to watch these games. Really do. Boston looks like they're going to try to make a deep run again. Kevin Garnett is playing out of his mind. Whether or not he's playing for a new contract, he is 36 years old, so he's probably only going to max out on a short-term deal. But look out for Boston in the East. And obviously Miami, like I touched on before, is in a dogfight. So we don't know how that series is going to go. I'm going to pick the upset. Pacers. You didn't hear it from me. But that's what I'm going to do. Kicking it over to hockey. LA Kings look like they're destined for the Stanley Cup. They just look like they're on that magical ride. They're the AFC, but they are just cruising through the teams they play. Now, who they'll play in the Stanley Cup, I don't know. And if they'll beat them, it depends on the goaltending, because the two goaltenders over in New York and New Jersey are playing phenomenal hockey. Yes, the Rangers did lose their game. Game 2, so that series 1-1, but they had some phenomenal shots, and if it wasn't for even more spectacular saves by Martin Brodeur, we probably wouldn't be talking about this series being tied. So the Rangers, and Ranger fans know this, you're the better talent team, and if you keep shooting the way you're shooting, they're eventually going to fall for you. That's what they say in basketball. That's what they're going to say here in hockey. Eventually, those breaks are going to go your way, where you're knocking them off the post and in, as opposed to knocking them off the post and out. It's going to happen. Just keep shooting, keep being resilient. That's my episode for today. Talk to you guys later.